Welcome back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt, and we're sitting at our next pickup waiting to pick up. It is Fedex. So we stayed here on the lot, and I don't know about you guys, but you ever just wake up and not even know where you are, not what state, not what location. It was bad. It was pretty quiet except for random air horns blasted right at the truck. That happened twice, so kind of woke us up. Hard to go back to sleep because we slept the night before, drove up here, and then had to immediately go to sleep to run this through the night. So it's currently 3:30 a.m. This was, our stuff said 2 a.m. leave out, their stuff said 3 a.m. leave out. But either way, it's late leaving out, and that's a pretty tight run. So it's not going to be our fault when it's not exactly on time, but I don't think we'll have a problem. This one we're relaying with another driver, so we're getting to Harrisonburg, Virginia, giving them our trailer, and then we wait for tomorrow's driver and we take their trailer up to Connecticut. So it's going to give us a decent amount of time to run by the house and grab some of the things that we need to grab that we've ordered from Amazon. So other than that, we're just kind of waiting to see when they get us out of here. It's going to kind of determine how our day goes, but we'll pick up when we hear something. Well, it's 4:30 a.m. and we just got a call saying that the trailer is done. So 2.5 hours after our drop dead time, and I guess an hour and a half after their drop dead time. So this is more than just like a little tiny delay. This throws off the next guy that we're relaying with, who's a solo driver. So he's probably not going to make it on time for his delivery. Yeah, that's fun. For as strict as FedEx is on the people that are pulling their loads to be on time, they sure do not care when they are not on time. We'll see. We'll let the agent know. It's kind of out of our control. So as soon as I figure out what trailer number, I can hook up to it, give it a quick look over, and we got to get rolling. So now we have the issue of we got a trailer number. 697297 is what it's on our paperwork. So I drove around the entire complex. There's no trailer in the doors. There's a 697296, but I mean, with stuff like logistics, you can't make assumptions. Like, obviously I don't think that there's a trailer that's one number off on this whole place. I think somebody might have transposed the number, but obviously we can't make that call. And now apparently it's a whole thing because they don't know for sure either. Liz is trying to get with them to figure out the trailer situation, and all the while the time is still ticking. It's about 4:40, so almost 2 hours. By the time we get out of here and hooked up, it's going to be 2 hours late. Alright, apparently that is supposed to be our trailer, they think. How can people be so unsure of something so important? So they're thinking that that's our trailer, but they have to go back and redo the paperwork since the trailer number is wrong, and now the yard dog's hooking up to it and taking it somewhere. So that's nice. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll update when we figure out what's going on. Alright, we got hooked up, checked the trailer out. It's not too bad. Fresh inspection. Tires look good. Everything looks good. But the tandems won't slide. So they're locked in like the 4th hole, which is fine for like lengthwise, but I just had to run it over the scale to make sure the weight was legal on that axle, since it's not going to move, which it is. It's a little heavy, but 2 hours late according to them, 3 hours late on our paper. Good stuff.
Turn right.
Well, I made it to a rest area. Liz and I are going to switch here. She called the other driver. He wasn't too panicked or anything. He was like, whatever. So that's good. Glad we didn't catch any attitude from something that was completely out of our control. Hit a bunch of traffic. A little bit south of Charlotte, there was like an accident, a bunch of construction on 77. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of time right out the window. So we're gonna do what we can, and yeah, we'll pick up later. All right, it's the following day. We spent the night at the house, got a bunch of the Amazon packages that we had collected, had a nice dinner, recorded a video at the house, but now we're back over at the cutout. We need to get up to the truck stop that we are going to meet the relay driver at. It's currently 9 a.m. If they left out on time at 3, they'll probably be there probably another hour or 2. So we're gonna get over there and just kind of hang out and wait. Haven't heard from the other driver. I guess we have their contact info, but they were supposed to contact us with their ETA. But we'll see what happens. Didn't record the relay yesterday. We just dropped it. Guy had a nice looking orange W9 with the headache rack and a reefer load lock and a few load bars, but he kind of threw a wrench in the plan. So this was advertised as, it was a 2-part run. You pick up from Conley, Georgia, you take it over to Harrisonburg, Virginia, meet the relay driver, you wait there, and then the following day somebody brings you the trailer and you go up to Connecticut. But this guy has an empty trailer, which is, I thought was weird, first of all, because like, yeah, it's like, I thought one driver was supposed to take the load, the other driver, you know, relays with you, and then you wait for the next driver to bring your trailer kind of deal. But this guy just picked up from Harrisonburg and is going to Connecticut. Didn't even know that it was a 2-part run or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know how it was sold to him, but I don't know if we're interested in doing another one of these. I mean, I guess if times are real tough and we need to, but it's not, I don't know, it's not that organized for what I would expect, kind of. Guess I should adjust the mirrors so I can see. But yeah, we'll get down there, we'll pick up at the truck stop. Alright, we're getting hooked up to the trailer now. The driver just rolled in. Gotta get a pre-trip done. Sounds like the APU is turning off as well. Alright, it looks like this one's fairly light. I gotta check the weight and figure it out. It is in like the 3rd hole. It should be fine though. It's pretty light. We're gonna probably use the restroom and then get rolling. Well, we made it over to Connecticut. What is the city? I always forget the city name. Give me 1 second, let me check. Guess it's Windsor Locks. That's the closest to it. I'm not sure what terminal they consider this one. But man, it's tiring. We pretty much drove, well, once we picked up the trailer, we pretty much drove straight here. We did switch out of Sheets, did a quick pre-trip and got out of there and hit some traffic here and there, but Liz drove us in. It's like 9:30, no, it's 10 o'clock. Once we got the trailer dropped, they're putting it in a door right now to unload it. Yeah, we're tired, but now we have the issue. They're like, yeah, you could definitely stay here if you want, but the problem is we're pretty low on fuel. So we need to decide, because the place that we were gonna fuel, the cheapest fuel, is like 35 miles away. So if we go that far and we hook up to a trailer and we leave out of here, we're not coming back. But if we stay here, I'm gonna run it pretty low on fuel. So I think we might run over to a fuel stop that's like 3 miles away, put in like 15 gallons just to be safe, come back, sleep here, grab our trailer in the morning, and then get out of here as quick as we can. We have about a day and a half until our next load, and that's going to be the one that's taking us pretty much home. So ready for that, definitely. The like half a day at home was nice, but we need. All right, back over in the Fedex lot. Just got hooked up to our empty trailer. Looks like they already unloaded our other one, but that one was old. This one's a little bit newer. Tires look, a bunch of them have just been replaced. It just got inspected 5 days ago. So we're taking the newer one. Our plan to sleep last night and then get fuel this morning didn't quite work. So had just gotten to sleep and the APU made a weird noise. I was like, whatever, maybe I just misheard it, whatever. And then it just completely shut off. So I knew we had enough fuel, like we weren't gonna run out of fuel, but I forgot that they don't put the fuel pickup for the APU all the way down to the bottom, so the APU is never gonna run the fuel tanks completely dry. It'll shut off before you run out of fuel. Totally forgot about that. So we had enough fuel, but not enough for the APU to run. So we ran down to the fuel station that's like 5 miles away, put in enough fuel so that we could sleep with the AC on, and then yeah, just got up and got hooked up to this trailer. Now we got to get out of the gates, shut the doors, and then down to a truck stop to actually fuel up. But we don't typically like letting the tanks run that low, but it's just kind of timing for this relay run. I don't really care for the relay run, to be honest with you, because like if FedEx holds us up, it really hurts the other driver as well. Whereas, you know, if we were doing this straight through, it is what it is. We are the people that got held up, and we're the people that are delivering it late, potentially. But not to mention, the first half of the drive, you're going through Atlanta, Charlotte, and then up 77 to 81, and then the second half you're on 81 all the way up to 78, and none of them are good. Like, you hit so much traffic, there's so much potential for like accidents, there's random construction that messes up the entire flow of traffic, so not fun. But as long as we get paid for it and everything is good, it's not too bad. So I made the incredibly long distance drive of 34 miles. We got some fuel. We're gonna grab a shower and park here in Willington. Yeah, so this load just kind of goes back to the point that I made a week or two ago, where your tolerance for nonsense on the load goes way up when the rates are rough and the market's rough. So right now there's not a ton of options, because normally if they were like, Yeah, so instead of you just running this from Georgia to Connecticut, you know, you got to stop and, you know, do a reset for a night, and somebody's going to bring you a trailer and you got to wait on them. So if FedEx gets you out late, you're going to be late. We probably would have been like, nah, for $3.50 a mile, probably not going to do it. But when the average rate right now is like $2.50, $3.50, it's like, yeah, waiting is not so bad. We can run by the house. So you're kind of tolerant, just like what you would normally completely reject, you become okay with, in the pursuit of money, like everything else. But what are you gonna do? I think everybody that the driver that we relayed with yesterday yesterday, and the one 2 days ago that we brought our trailer to, we probably all had the same consensus is, this is really weird, I don't really know what's going on, but it's the best on the board currently, and we all agreed we probably didn't want to do it again, but we probably would if the money's right, like always. Alright, I think we're going to end this video here. We'll get this one up and start on the next one. Can't wait. Get that knocked out. I don't enjoy going to Newark. We've been to this one before when we were with Prime. It's air freight terminal. I don't like being in Newark anyways. And then basically it's a straight through run from Newark to Charlotte. Greensboro. Yeah, Greensboro. That one. That city. And then we're just going to deadhead home from there. So we got one more load and then home time. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.